everyone, and welcome to a belated video of most completed pages. So I'm going to start off with my Patreon image from the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Patreon site, because I absolutely adore Jasmine Beckett. So this was one of her really nice images that I had to colour. She has quite a few. She does one a month and the odd time you'll get an exclusive one, and this is one of hers that was on there and I just loved it. And I did this with all coloured pencil, barring the hair just as a base. I did one marker just as a base on the hair, but everywhere else was just coloured pencils. I did a mixture of polychromos, prismas, colour softs, black widows, you name it, everything went into it. And on the skull it's just got a little bit of Wink of Stella as well, just over these gold parts that I'd done of the jewel encrusted. I'm really happy with how her eyes came out. They just were really fun to do, and yeah, just overall really happy with this. So this was a Jasmine Beckett Griffith Patreon one. If you want the details, pause it here and it's at the bottom. So that was my first page. Now I have one that I am doing in Pop Manga, but there's one that I have done. If I find it. So I did this one from the Pop Manga book by Camilla Di Erico. This was really quick, really easy, so much fun. I think this one took me like 2 hours. I did this all with coloured pencil and a pastel background, chalk pastels, sorry. And on the fish I just put some stickles and Wink of Stella just to make it a bit shiny. But I did that all with coloured pencil. I did just, you know, chalk pastel just on the bottom and the top, and I had a great time with this one. This one was actually for the colour-a-thon, Colour Like Nobody's Watching, so that was a nice quick easy one for me to do there. I've got a current whip in this one as well, which has taken me a while, so I'm doing this one at the moment in here. And I might do a how I colour different metals in different colours video coming up, so I just have to wait until my back's better. Then in the Hannah Lynn Princesses and Storybook Darlings, I did the water page, the Mermaid Lagoon, and everyone has asked me how I did the water, so that will be another thing that I will definitely show you. It is a white acrylic wash and Wink of Stella over the top. There is a ton of glitter on this. This was with a marker base, as you can see, of Touch 5 markers, because it goes through, but then it was a lot of coloured pencil work. There's paints for the clouds, paint wash for the water, and then a lot of Wink of Stella glitter, stickles, because to me mermaids just need a lot of glitter on them. So I am really happy with how that one turned out. This one was I think a day's work or so, and I used mostly the Pro Colours, Derwent Pro Colours and the Black Widow sets as the pencils on this, which worked a dream. There's a big debate over whether or not the Pro Colours are good. In my opinion, they work really well. They're a harder pencil, but they layer really well, and I'm really happy with the outcome of that. Then I did one in the Greek mythology by Jade Summer, and I really fancied doing Pandora and Pandora's box if I can find her. And I did this with a marker base, coloured pencil and acrylic paint. I will find her, guys. I did the one at the back because that one, there we go. The one at the back hasn't got the name, because if you go to the beginning, they have the names at the bottom. So I'll show you, all of them have names at the bottoms. But I prefer that, you know, without. So I did her with a marker base and coloured pencil. Then I did an acrylic paint background, because it originally had, if I can find the original for you, give me a second. It originally had these ghost things in the background, as you can see, these things. I did not like them. That's just me. I love the Jade Summer books at the moment, but I didn't like those ghosty things in them at all. So I just wanted a plain background of like just an olive green, and I've put some fine tip paints and a little bit of fine tip paints on the box. I don't know if you can see, they're quite shiny, and a bit of Wink of Stella, and then I just did like a mist because she's supposed to be a little bit mysterious. What's in her box, we don't know. So I kind of went with that, but it was mostly coloured pencil on her as well. I only did a marker base, I think, on her skin and her robe. Everywhere else was coloured pencil. Oh, and her hair. The box was done with just coloured pencil, same as her bangles on the gold ones. You know, I just mix it about and see what I can do. Then another Jade Summer, I did the Mermaids colouring book, and I did this lovely lady, and I had a ton of fun with her. I did coloured pencil, marker base on some parts, not on all parts. Her body is just coloured pencil. I think I did a marker base on a few things only. The back here didn't have any marker base, that was just watercolour pencils, and I put Wink of Stella on it so that it shines. And I did some, you know, some of my acrylic wash at the bottom here. And then I've put some stickles and Wink of Stella, because for me, I just love putting glitter on mermaids. To me, mermaids should have glitter. It just goes with the whole thing. So she's got like a Spectrum Noir glitter sparkle pen. He's got sparkles, and they have sparkles, stickles. And then the water has a, oh, I think that was Wink of Stella. Yeah. And then everything else was a mixture of marker base, some things were just pencil, all pencils on top. And I used a mixture here. I used polychromos, I used Prismacolors, I think I even used some Black Widows, and I just go with what colours call me, and that could be in any set. Then I did which I did on stream and finished it off on stream, I did the girl from Momo Girl. And we did this on stream from beginning to end. So that was over a course of 3, I think. And I'm really happy with how she turned out. She was watercolour and pencils and a chalk pastel, simple chalk pastel background. So I've really enjoyed this one. This was a super easy, super quick one. Considering that these sort of things take me like a few more days added on top, I thought we did quite good in the streams and getting her done. And we used Holbeins on her, we used some fine text, some Gansai Tambi paints, and some chalk pastels. So she had a mixture on her, and I absolutely adore this book, as you know. The only other one I've done out of this, but it wasn't this month, was this page here, which I did a demonstration on how to do realistic hair. But I want to get back to this book as soon as possible. Then I did the Misfits. This was the Colouring Heaven special. So I did this one here, which is just a ton of fun. I did a marker base here, just on the train, with coloured pencil on top. I did a mixture of acrylic paints on the bottom, put in some pencil, like dead grass I wanted. And then I did like a brown steam, and then I did an acrylic cloud and just a bit of coloured pencil to kind of make them fluffy. Same with the water here. I put a liquid chrome pen. As you can see, they're really, really shiny, the wheels. That's a liquid chrome Molotow liquid chrome pen, and she was great. And I did this one as well from here, which was When I Am Queen, and this was watercolour, markers, acrylic paint, stickles, pencils. I love, the thing is with these, and I've said this for a long time about these pages, they are just so much fun to do and so great to be able to just put all your creative, like things that you might not do in your big lovely double-sided books on these kind of books. It's not a big deal because there's nothing behind. So you can really go to town, and just if you want to be creative, they're a great way to be creative because you can do everything. You can experiment. Your experiments might go wrong. It's okay because you know not to do that again. As long as you're having a good time with it is the most important thing. So that's got everything in it. Then I just fancied this is all the Misfits, by the way, guys. And I just fancied a really quick, and I mean this took me 2 hours quick, another Misfits page. And I just fancied the zombie one. So this was Melanie, and this is from the Zombie Misfits #2. And I did watercolour, I did markers, I did pencils, I did acrylic paint, a black fine liner, added another little tree. And, you know, for me, this was just fun, and they are just a good way of me expressing the part of me that I wouldn't necessarily do in something like a Hannah Carlson book, but I can do them in these. And to me, these are just the best form of creative release that I could possibly have. So this was from the zombie one. Then from the Misfits #3, I did a quick, very girly one here with a unicorn. I really liked the unicorn horn. I used a stencil background over acrylic paint. And again, I just had a lot of fun with this one. She got a bit Wink Stella, mostly colour pencil and paints. The only thing, as you can see, is just they had a marker base. But apart from that, everything else was pencils, paint, and just a creative fun. Then I did this girl, which was a artillery one from the same book. This, I love the colour scheme. I did a marker base just on this part here. Down here was watercolour, up here was acrylic paint. I put in an extra moon, a mist, some stars, some extra trees I drew in because there was only a couple, and I put some more in. Again, absolutely loved doing this. One of my favourite ones of the Misfits that I've done. Just a ton of fun and a good creative release. I don't think I've done anything else in that one, no. Then we're over to the Misfits Volume 4, which is the fairy one. And in here I did this girl, which was a woodland one called Fairy Ring. Yeah, Fairy Ring. I did markers, I did pencils, I did watercolours with the Jane Davenports. I drew in an extra moon and made a moon. I don't know if you can see. I did a mist. She's got stickles. Some of the mushrooms have some stickles as well. And again, a lot of fun to do. They are just a great release, and you can't help but love doing them. And then I did this lady here, which was from the fairy one. She's just got a simple stencil background. She took me about 40 minutes, if that. She was pencils and just really quick, really easy. Again, something very quick and easy that you want. These are the ticket. And then we did one on stream from the Halloween Misfits, and we did this one at the back, which again was done all on stream. And we put, if you follow if you look back on the Misfits streams, we did this, we did markers, we did paints, we did pencils, we did stickles, you know, I was just showing you what you can do with mixed medium. That was my point. With these, you don't have to look at them and be daunted by just a page. You can just put everything into them and have a great time, and that was my whole point of this stream. And then I have also done one from the Hannah Carlson, which I will grab now and be back. Okay, and last, well, it's not last, I can't find one of them, so I'll insert a picture, but last of them physically that I can show you is this one from Hannah Carlson's latest one. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's the jewellery box. And I used mixed media, mostly coloured pencils, Holbeins on this. Used some Prismacolors, mostly the Holbeins. Some gel pen, chalk pastel, and her top was watercolour that I just shaded in with a bit of black Prisma. And then I put some, I don't know if you can see, but like some fine tip paints on the gold detailing. And I love the little details like here, you know, like the little glass bottle and the gems, even though I don't like colouring gems. I just like the little details in this. But I don't know why, but I just love that little bottle. I just think it just looks like it really is 3D off of her face. But yes, I used mostly the Holbein pencils for this one, and I absolutely loved doing it. I have started another work in progress in here, but I'm going to be a while getting back to that. But I started this jewel bug, just in the greens. I really want this greens and greys. So I've started that one as well, but I never got to finish that, which is a shame. I will get back to it. But yes, this was the one that I finished for the month of May. And that's it for my completed pages. I will insert a picture of the Hannah Lynn one that we did on stream. I can't seem to find my book, so I'll insert a picture. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Take care. Bye.